Alrighty, what is up, everybody? Today we're talking about the Terminal List, Dark Wolf. Brand new spinoff starring Taylor Kitsch and Tom Hopper. You can technically say that Chris Pratt is in it too, but he only shows up in like 2 or 3 episodes. So this is really Kitsch's show. Now, if you watched the Terminal List a few years back, then you know exactly what kind of show this is. It's military, it's high stakes, lots of grit. And that show surprised me because Chris Pratt took on a fully serious dramatic role. This wasn't like Guardians of the Galaxy where you crack a joke here and there or something like that. You know, the Terminal List was dead serious from start to finish. And honestly, I really loved it. And eagerly awaiting season 2. And I love the espionage, the revenge drama, and the tension of it all. So when I heard that we were getting a spinoff, I was very skeptical, if I'm being honest, because it's centered around Taylor Kitsch's character, which is, like spoilers, if you remember, is the villain of season 1. And so at first I thought this was going to be like a one-off miniseries. That would have made sense, you know. But when I realized that this was being set up as a continuing show, I wasn't really sure how they were going to stretch out a villain's origin story across multiple seasons. Especially when we see that we don't have a season 2 of the main Terminal List yet. But all of that aside, I wanted to say this up front. I absolutely love Dark Wolf. The show blew me away. It's one of my favorite TV shows of the year, no question. After the 3-episode premise, I was hooked. And every single week since then, I keep saying to myself, this is one of the best things that I've seen all year. I absolutely love this show. So let's get into it. So, what is the show about? Taylor Kitsch's character is serving in the military, and he ends up in a situation where he basically kills a guy who kidnaps kids and attacked one of his friends and all that other stuff. And the problem with that is the military don't want this guy killed. And so because of that, Kitsch and Tom Hopper's character both get discharged. And that's where the show really takes off because they end up operating outside of the system. Basically like mercenaries, but not your stereotypical hitmen. Instead, they're targeting terrorists, crime syndicates, and bigger threats. So think of it as kind of like a military-style Quarry. Remember that show? Very good, underrated show. Mixed with kind of like the Black Ops vibes. That's about the only thing I can really think of. But what makes this show so good is how it balances the formula of military TV with unpredictability. You know how it's going to go, but it's constantly pulling the rug from under you. For example, new characters will get introduced, and sometimes they just get killed straight up. There's no warning. And this isn't a show where everyone has plot armor, and I really appreciate that because it feels like real urban warfare where a wrong move can cost you your life. There's one scene in particular where Taylor Kitsch and another character are in a car, for example. And it's like you have enemies, they're going on a motorcycle, and they're clearly looking for people. And they end up sticking a bomb on top of the hood of his car once they find them, and he realizes it, yells for the other person to get out, and the car explodes. Just like that, the character is dead. And that's a main character. And it was brutal, it's shocking, and it felt real, most importantly. That's what I appreciate most here is the realism. The firefights are intense, the weapons feel authentic, and injuries actually affect characters. Taylor Kitsch isn't some unstoppable hero. A little bit of that in the finale, but I'll let it slide. He gets hurt, he struggles, he takes hits. You know, that grounded approach makes the stakes feel so much higher. Taylor Kitsch absolutely carries this series. His performance is layered, stoic, hardened, and nuanced. Tom Hopper has a strong balance of the dynamic, and together they make a believable team. Meanwhile, Chris Pratt's limited appearances are great, but this show isn't about him, which also kind of makes that great, because I really just expected him just to be in the whole thing. And if I had one complaint, I'd probably say it's more about the big picture than the show itself. Because, once again, we still don't have season 2 of the show. I'm pretty sure we're going to get season 2 next year, but it's just kind of weird that Dark Wolf is already being set up for multiple seasons, and I do wonder how long they're going to stretch this out before it gets into that filler territory. But putting that aside, the Terminal List Dark Wolf is incredible. If you love the original series, you're going to love this. If you're into shows like SEAL Team or Spec Ops Lioness, I feel like this feels almost grittier and more realistic, and honestly a better version of those. This is easily, for me, a 10 out of 10. One of the easiest 10s I've given all year. The action, the realism, the, story, I feel like beats out a lot of other shows for me this year. And so with that, comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the show. Are you a fan of the original series? Is this your first time to the Terminal List universe? Are you going to go back and watch the original series? And with that, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
Men like us. When I was young. Protectors, defenders.